I need to figure out my weekly study plan. I still haven't done that. This week was the first week of classes, pretty successful week, pretty light week, but it's about to start picking up fast. And there's some things that I really need to brush up on because just looking at the practice problems from the textbook, I have my work cut out for me. So this past week was syllabus review. Tuesday was syllabus review. Thursday was we got into chapter 1, but we didn't finish. And then recitation, we basically went over stuff from chapter 1 that we did finish. Homework's due this week. I have homework due on Tuesday, and I have homework due on Friday, and they're problems, practice problems. I need to figure out when I'm going to study and when I'm going to complete my homework. Saturdays and Sundays are not really an issue, but I want to be studying a little bit every day. And right now, I'm having a little bit of a hard time figuring out how I'm going to study between Monday and Friday if I don't want all of my study to be an hour and a half straight. Because I'm committing to only studying an hour and a half per day, but I don't want to study an hour and a half straight in each of those days. I don't know how I'm going to make that happen. So let's write it out here. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and then Saturday. Right. Okay. So not really worried about Sunday and Saturday. I can figure that out. I didn't study that much this weekend because it was just busy. I had stuff to do for work. I never have to work on the weekends, but it's always this weekend where I do. I had to do stuff for the University Learning Center. And then this Sunday, I was with my son all day. So until before doing this video, I didn't really have time to study. I'm gonna use this time to try to build out my plan because I need something to stick to this semester. Right now, I have no compass. Okay, so on Mondays, what do I know? I know that I work from 9 to 5 on Mondays. I know I work 9 to 5 on Tuesdays. I'm in class from 8 to 9:15, so on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And I work 9 to 5 on Fridays. I know Tuesday mornings, I wake up very early and I record my notes on becoming and I commute. So I commute to class and I'm there pretty early. So Tuesday mornings and Thursday mornings, those are super early mornings. I wake up at 5. I don't really have time to do any studying between 5 and 8. So can't do nothing here. Which leaves the morning of Mondays, the morning of Wednesdays, the morning of Fridays. Here's the dilemma. If I study on a Monday morning, I have to start getting my son ready to go to school basically between 7 and 8:30. So I can't study between 7 and 8:30, which means if I was going to study in the morning of Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it would need to be between the hours of 5 and 7. So am I willing to wake up between 5 and 7 or between 6 and 7? Maybe I could do an hour of study or 30 minutes of study on Monday, Wednesday, Friday between the hours of 6 and 7. Maybe 30 minutes. Maybe I could do 6:30 to 7. Let me put this in pen. So maybe I could do, I'm not going to commit to 6:30 to 7, but I'm saying maybe I could do it. Because I'm going to be up anyway. Getting Cannon ready by 7, my son. Ready by 7. So maybe I can do that. That's a question mark. 9 to 5, can't really study on the job. There's a lot of work to do. I'm meeting with students. I'm meeting with administrators. I'm running the University Learning Center and other programs we have. I don't really have time to study on the job. Which leads me to what am I doing after work? I teach from 6:20 to 7:35 on Wednesdays. So that's not really time. Between this time, between 5 and 6:20, I could study, but I think I'm gonna have a work commitment that I will have to do on Wednesdays between the hours of 5 and 6. I think I will have a work commitment, so I don't think I'll be able to study here. So basically on Wednesdays, I'm gonna be at work from 9 to 7:35. I commute home to depending on how that long that takes me, I won't be getting in the door until 8:30. So commute, I'll get home at 8:30. And so basically that leaves 8:30 to 10 p.m. Maybe I can get some work in then. But I'm pretty much gonna be toast. I think I'm gonna be toast on Wednesday nights. So I don't know what that's gonna look like. But I gotta do something, right? So I don't know. I gotta think that through. Which Monday nights, Cannon has karate, and I have to take him to karate. From basically, Cannon has karate from like, I think it's 5:50. It's only 30 minutes, so it's 5:50 to like 6:10 or something like that. That's a 10-minute drive, 6:10. Then we got to get into dinner. Then I put him down. I'm the one that puts Cannon down. 5:50, so basically to 7:30. And we do karate on Mondays and Thursdays. 5:50 to 6:10, and then 7:30. That's dinner. That's bedtime. That's brushing teeth. That's all that. So he should be down, head in the pillow, sleep, or at least trending to go to sleep by 7:30. Which leaves me time here. This should be good, but I pretty much, when I pick up, when Cannon's home, it's really hard for me to disconnect. So between the hours of 5 and 7:30, I'm gonna be busy. Maybe not on Fridays. Maybe I can do that, but I'm really not gonna be able to study until after 7:30, which means, yeah, I'm gonna need to figure some stuff out. Yeah, I need to. So it's between 7:30 and 8. So I want to go to sleep at 11 p.m. every night. If my goal is 11 p.m. every night, I ain't doing nothing on Fridays. Yeah. Based on what I have here, I think I can find time to study during the weekdays after 7:30, Monday, Tuesday, after 8:30, which really looks more like 9. By the time I get out of class, I really don't get home until 9. I don't think I'm gonna be able to study on Wednesday nights. Because I have to get up so early on Thursday that I probably need to just go home and go to sleep. So Wednesday night is a non-studier. So on Monday, Tuesday, I need to start my studying immediately after Cannon goes to sleep. That's from 7:30 to 8:30, Monday and Tuesday. So I'm gonna put this in Notion. I'm just writing this down for a visual for you all. That's gonna be a block of time to study and really this is homework time. So this is not even studying time. This is homework time probably, because homework is due Tuesday morning. I'll probably be done with my homework on Saturday and Sunday. Saturday and Sundays, I have more free time and ability to get stuff done. It's the weekdays that I'm worried about, because I want to spread out my study. I don't want all my studying to be on Sunday and Saturday. I'm gonna fail if I do that. Tuesdays, I will go from 7:30 to 8:30. And then that's probably going to be self-study testing. 7:30 to 8:30. And Friday, I think I can go from like, Friday night is probably gonna be my studying night. So really Friday night will probably be like 8:30 to 10. This is gonna be my studying and my and a homework night. I'm gonna do a little bit of everything every night. Sundays, I'm just gonna write out the strategies that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do some generation. I'm gonna look ahead at future chapters and test. On Fridays, so now I'm thinking about when I'm thinking about not just when I'm gonna study, I wanna also think about how I'm gonna study. I have reading, I wanna read the chapters. I have to obviously test myself by doing the practice problems. I have to also do homework, but what does it look like for me to vary up my practice? When am I gonna build my flashcards? If I'm gonna use Anki, I have to have time to build my flashcards. And everything feels like I have a very finite amount of time, because in all of this, I also have to grade papers. I also have to grade assignments for my class that I'm teaching. So we have to grade. I have to do homework. I have to read. I have to test. I have to generate. And also do my own work. So I'm just making this video just to show you where I'm at right now. I am working on it. I will post something when I got it. I need to study tonight because before this video, I did a couple of practice problems and it wasn't looking good. So my future videos are all gonna be me, I have to find time to record. And right now I'm prioritizing the work over the recording. But I wanna show you all how I'm studying. So at some point this week, maybe on Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, I'm just gonna pull out the camera and start getting to some of these practice problems and just show you how I'm studying and what I'm doing. I know the students probably aren't feeling like they're in grind mode, but I am certainly in grind mode right now because I have such a finite amount of time and I need to figure out how to use that time wisely. Because I didn't use my time very well. I can't say that I didn't use it wisely, but I didn't have a lot of time this weekend. Or I didn't use my time wisely this weekend. Am I gonna test myself or build? Am I gonna use these mornings here just to build some practice problems or build some testing, build my flashcards? Am I gonna use these mornings to build my flashcards? And I'm gonna use these evenings to get some homework done, a little bit of homework done every day, right? Because I have homework due at 12:30 on Friday. And I'll tell you right now, an hour right here, an hour right here, an hour right here, that's not gonna cut it. It's not gonna cut it. So I might be going deep into the night, but that's not what I wanna do. That's the whole point. The whole point of me doing this is to try to show y'all a different way of doing things, but I just don't have the time. And I can't study on the job. So, and I can't not be a dad, and I can't not be a husband. So I gotta figure stuff out. So that's all I got. Very short video. I'll talk to y'all soon.